Hello everybody, this is dear Mama Sal on a freezing cold Monday morning with black ice on the road, which I can see already. So I'm definitely not going to be doing anything except be very careful today. It is -6 here in southern British Columbia. Make it 22 if you converted it into states. Even the steering wheel is frozen. It's a leather steering wheel. It's like, hurry up and warm up. So, I'm not quite sure what to say about the day. Alright, I apologize for the windshield wipers, but they're trying to cope with what's on the windshield. Cold is the word for the day. It is cold. So, my weekend update. Let me think here. On the broadcast side, it was a fabulous weekend because over the course of the weekend we had absolutely surprise visits from one of our much loved viewers, broadcast peeps. That would be Glenn. He came in on 3 different times and we loved it. And by Sunday evening, yeah, my windshield washer, I didn't refill it. By Sunday evening we had Jen, Oz and Glenn all in the same room together, which for those of you who are experienced in the broadcast is a recipe for much laughter, many insults and all sorts of other interesting things. For example, you know, Oz knows that he can manipulate the heck out of me anytime he wants to, and he absolutely did convince me to take my hunting horn off the wall and blow it. Now, I don't need to tell you that there were all sorts of references to what I had done, which involved the word blow, and it was just... You just knew that you had to be there, but also you also knew that I'm never going to live that down as long as those people are alive in the world and on the broadcasts. And I'm pretty sure that the regular broadcast viewers are not going to let me live that down either, which is wonderful because I know a lot of people laughed a lot. I sure did. Okay, so let me think. What did we do here? Trying to remember, when did I do the peanut butter cookies? I think I did them this weekend, right? All right, so I had fun with my halogen, or the halo, as I now call it, because that's the first 4 letters of the word. I had really great fun with the peanut butter cookies. Who knew that you could make cookies without flour or butter? And I'm really looking forward to making more. It requires that I buy more peanut butter though. And then I did... What did I do on Saturday? Oh, I didn't vlog it. I actually did it Saturday and Sunday and didn't vlog it. Bad me. I did it on Saturday just to try it, and then on Sunday I was going to vlog it, but I was running late for the broadcast, so I didn't have time. So what I did was an omelette. And for those of you who've got a halogen oven, I really was very reticent to, I was really scared to do it, because it's like everything I'd read said that eggs weren't going to go well. So what I did was I thought, oh gosh, it's just for me. It's not like I'm trying to do anything fancy. So I literally took a couple of eggs, whipped them up with some little bit of milk, probably a quarter of a cup of milk, some salt and pepper. I threw in some chopped chives, green onion, threw in some green onion and one slice of bacon. It's my treat, which I crumbled up in there, and then stuck it in the halogen on the top rack in a round baking tin. Convinced that this was going to end up as a piece of rubber, but who cared? I didn't particularly. At least it was breakfast. You know what I mean? That sort of feeling about it. Well, the thing is this, that first of all, it takes a little bit longer than you think. But you can sort of see I want to say the wind, but the air circulating across the top of the egg. And then you slowly see the egg start to cook from the outside in. Not quite sure why that is, except maybe the heat coming off the side of the bowl adds heat to the outside, and that's why it does it from the outside in. So it's quite interesting. The other thing you notice is if your pan isn't exactly in the middle, it will affect the way that things cook in there, and that's what I noticed. Anyway, the interesting thing was it tasted really amazing. Now, it made me wonder whether I should try it in the toaster oven to see if, because I've got a convection toaster oven, whether it does the same thing and whether it's as good. Oh my God, I've just seen the definition of insanity. Oh, the river's high, very high, and frozen. Nice. Anyway, I've just seen the definition of insanity, people. I've got to tell you before I forget. We've got a pitch and putt type golf course, and driving range, and there's snow all over it, and there also is ice all over it because of the amount of rain we had prior to the snow. And there's a guy out there slipping and sliding on the ice, picking up golf balls in the snow. Really? What is it about white golf balls in snow that I had a problem with? I mean, it's like, really? And, it's -6, guy. They're frozen in the snow. Oh, Lord, the things I see. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, having an omelette. It was an unbelievably good omelette, enough that I tried it again on Sunday, with the idea that I was going to vlog it, of course, but I didn't. But it still was equally good. In fact, even better the second time, because I got the pan right in the middle. And it just was so simple. It was not rubbery. It was very, very tasty, and I would definitely be repeating that. So this oven continues to surprise me. I said last night, after I did the Yorkshire puddings, which we'll talk about in a second, that I already have my money's worth out of it. Do you know what I mean? It cost me less than $100, and I definitely have had $100 worth of entertainment out of this thing. Therefore, I'm happy. I do not feel I wasted my money. Now, I haven't done the obvious things, like cook a chicken, or some other roast in it. I haven't done any of those obvious things. I've just been playing with things that I didn't think it would do. What is wrong with me? Anyway, for those of you who have not yet seen the Yorkshire pudding video, boy, did those Yorkshire puddings come up high. Well, here was the comedy of errors. For any of you who worry about making mistakes, understand that making mistakes is part of what life is about. It's how you learn to correct them and actually learn things. Now, I did what I thought was really intelligent. I put the extender part on the oven and found, you know, a small muffin tray that would hold 6 muffins, which is what I want to do the Yorkshires in. And just when I went to go and put it into the halo, I found out that the halo glass bowl is slightly smaller at the bottom than it is at the top. So yes, the muffin tray fitted beautifully on the top of part of the oven, but not on the bottom, and that's where I had wanted to do the Yorkshire puddings. But I didn't think this one through, did I? Duh. So what I did was think, okay, never mind, I'll put the, you know, the little table thing on it, wire mesh that lifts it, and put the Yorkshire puddings on the next level, forgetting how much closer that was going to be to the halogen. But I put the extender ring on, and that was fine, because quite honestly, and you know this, I did, for those of you who've watched the video, I did not expect it to work very well. Don't know why, but I just didn't. I think I've got to this point in my life where I don't expect things to work, and then I'm very pleasantly surprised when they do. So anyway, once I had put them in, and they started to rise like the Empire State Building, I realized I was in big trouble, because obviously they were going to rise too high and start getting charred. And the only way you could stop that is to open the thing up and put a piece of sorry, I had to brake. I don't like braking even slowly on places where there could be black ice. Anyway, so I knew that if I opened it up and put a piece of tin foil over the top, you know, anybody who knows Yorkshire puddings, well, it's the kiss of death when you open up the oven that's got Yorkshire in it until it's got rigid. So, but I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, because otherwise I would have had, you know, bonfire inside the halo, which wasn't a good idea, I didn't think. But the good news was, oh, they tasted so good. They were really crispy, and they really did. They tasted wonderful. Now, the other thing I noticed was I did another batch of 6 in the toaster oven, which also is convection, and they also rose up very nicely, but boy, they were difficult to get out of the pan. So the question is, was it because the one pan was new and the other one wasn't? Because I put oil in both of them. I oiled both pans. I'm still not sure. Anybody know the answer to that? Both had similar non-stick pans. Both were oiled. One lot stuck, but we got them out eventually because Yvonne has incredible patience. You know, one lot, the lot in the toaster oven, stuck. So we'll see. I personally was very, very happy with them. And what I said is, I would actually like to try what I call a one-dish Yorkshire pudding next time. My mummy always used to make a one-dish Yorkshire pudding. I've always made it in muffin pans for some reason. So just for the experiment, I'd like to try it in one dish, because then I wouldn't have to worry as much. We will try that next time. All right, so a very good weekend. I got some shopping done, not much. We had snow, as you can probably see in the landscape, which you know I don't do well. -6 is sort of getting up there in my view to our limit. You know, I think I have memories of -10 and -12 Canadian, which are getting sort of into the tens, high teens anyway, of American. Really? Don't you hate people who get all the way to the intersection before they indicate they're going to go in another direction? Yeah. Breathe. It's not worth ruining your day with. Now, the other thing is, we all know I'm a bozo because I didn't think through the fact that I am about to go to work where the car park could be a skating ring, and I have got my leather-soled boots on, which means I could be taking ice skating lessons or falling flat on my keister within the next 10 minutes, unless I'm very careful. Let's hope they iced the thing. De-iced it. I'm sure it's iced. No doubt in my mind that it's iced. Oh, just a heads up, and I try and remember to tell you every day, there will not be a broadcast on Saturday because I will be going to a function. It's our office dinner on Saturday, so there were... I'm really sorry. I know some of you are thinking, well, why don't you just do the broadcast from there? No, thank you. So, we're going to be missing out on that particular broadcast this week. So I wish you all a very, very pleasant week. Do everything you can to stay out of the cold. The other thing is, remember to put lots of hand lotion on. I could not believe how my hands went from being summery to suddenly chapped and, you know, just really feeling the effects of dry skin. So I've started making sure that I really put lots of hand lotion on. For some reason I suffer from psoriasis on my hands in the winter if I'm not very, very careful. And for any of you who have that, you know, that's a very inconvenient and itchy thing to have. So just a heads up, everybody, make sure you keep your bodies hydrated as best you can. And it's really worth getting a good hand lotion. Now, the interesting thing, what's a good hand lotion? So maybe you guys would like to give some input. I personally like intensive care for sensitive skin, because I'm a sensitive little thing, for my general moisturizing stuff. So I wonder if any of you have some magic moisturizers for the winter that you would like to share. I'm certain everybody would be interested. And it doesn't matter whether you're in Canada or the States, because we've got people there. And if you're in Europe, what's the best over there for the European viewers? I wish you all a wonderful week. As I said, keep warm, keep smiling, and keep helping one another. You guys are doing an awesome job of that. This is dear Mama Sal saying bye-bye for now.